Well, hello to all my Yellowjackets out there. My name is EJ Marino, and I am not done with this show yet. While season 3 has just wrapped, and we're all still trying to figure out our feelings. Did we love it? Did we hate it? Are we somewhere in the middle? While we're trying to figure out season 3 still, I'm going to be looking forward to season 4. We have a lot going on this show. We still have maybe 2 more seasons with 4 and 5. We've always been rumored to have a 5-season show, but who knows with ratings and the way TV works nowadays. We might not get that season 5, we might not get that season 4, so let's just kind of be positive and hope for a great season 4 ahead of us. Now, in this video, I'm going to be talking about predictions and theories of where we're going to go for this next upcoming season, which will hopefully be next year. Please don't make us wait all of that time again. I think that's kind of what sucked some of the momentum out of this last season, is that long wait in between. Let's not do that again, and let's look forward to what is going on. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down my 3 major talking points, which is going to allow me to get into my feelings, give you some predictions, some theories, any news that I have. But my goodness, we don't know who is returning. We don't know any new stars. We don't know anything about season 4. So let's get into some of our feelings, some of our predictions, and I want to know what you guys think. So make sure you guys are subscribing, make sure you guys are liking and commenting, all that jazz, because whoa, we have a lot to get into in this video. We're going to treat season 3 like they treated Van's body at the season finale of this last one. We're going to just dump it into the ground and move forward. But what did you all think? What was the overall feeling? I know in my comments of the finale, we were all pretty mixed. We were all still kind of angry with how wild that finale felt like. But where are you guys feeling? Where are we at now as a fandom? Because for me, I think that last little bit of that episode really did remind me of, wow, Yellowjackets could be powerful. I loved seeing the dynamic shift with all of the girls. We loved seeing Nat get to that top of that mountain and make the call. That was all really great stuff. But we also have the adult timeline, which is the biggest mess that's ever been. We have now lost Lottie and Van. We only have 3 remaining Yellowjackets. For now, we will talk about that in a moment. Could there be more? Oh my goodness. But yeah, we are in this weird state with season 3 wrapping up. There is still unanswered questions, but there's still a lot of momentum to go forward with. One of the biggest things I think is, where are we going to lead our present day story? I think the past story, we kind of get the gist of what could be happening there, more of like a timeline issue. I think a lot of our questions is, which we'll get into, but I think one of the biggest things is, where do we take the adult storyline? Is there any more room for it? Like, is it going to be Operation Kill the Bitch and we're going to have to go after Shauna for the whole season? Where does Melissa go? Like, there is just still so much to be left in the air with where season 3 left us, and I do like that. I like that they didn't try to wrap everything up in a nice bow, though I will say, there's a part of me that feels like the season 3 finale could be a good series finale. Do we know when they get rescued? No, we don't need, we won't be able to get to see it, but we acknowledged Shauna as the main baddie. We also have the rescue in place. If this was, heaven forbid, the last episode we ever got of Yellowjackets, I do think it's a somewhat satisfying ending. It's frustrating in other ways, but I definitely think they left us in an interesting spot. It's not completely wrapped up, not everything's in a perfect little bow, but at the same time, they gave me enough that I feel fulfilled. I feel like I got a lot of Yellowjackets, and, maybe with some time passing, I'm going to crave it again, but right now, I think I'm pretty good. Now, let's look forward to season 4. What is going to happen? Where are we going to go? One of my first talking points is our big bad villain, our antler queen. What are we going to do with Shauna? That is a question I have asked myself all throughout season 3, and that is where we're going to for season 4. What are we going to do with Shauna? And this is both timeline Shauna. We have Shauna in the past story while they're still in the wilderness, just kind of losing control over something that she's only had control over for a little bit. She's only really been the queen big bad for just a few days, it seems like, but now there's already a mutiny. They worked against her to get Nat out of the camp so she could able to make the call. That is crazy because, as much as she has fought this whole season and she had her big antler queen reveal and they ate Mari and all that jazz, we have that, but like it just doesn't seem like she has the crew behind her. Doesn't seem like she has the backing. I definitely think we're gonna get into a bit of a Yellowjackets Civil War where the people who want to stay are going to mutiny against the people who want to leave. I think there's going to be some big battles there, and I definitely think Shauna is going to try to remain as the Antler Queen, as this I make decisions. But once we find out Nat was able to connect with somebody, everyone's going to go, Nat, 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 and that's only going to drive Shauna crazy. It's interesting because Shauna is a great villain in the past storyline, but present day Shauna, this woman is crazy. She has been stabbing people. She has been doing crazy things since the start of the show, but now we see her finally acknowledge it. I love this channel, Matt and Jess on YouTube. They cover a bunch of TV shows, and I love when they said that she had her Walter White moment. Shauna has acknowledged, I like being bad. I like what we did. I liked this whole life that we live. I want that back. I love that. I think that was probably the best turn for Shauna's character because she's frustrating. Shauna was truly like, I'm just trying to do good, but I'm like, girl, you're biting off people's arms. What do you mean you're trying to be good? So I really, really do love that Shauna has acknowledged her place as this kind of villainous role. And that is just so interesting because then what do we do? Where do we go? Like, is this going to see the, as we kind of hinted at the end of the season, are we going to see Ty and Misty have to team up to take down Shauna? Where does that leave Melissa, who is obviously just as probably wackadoo as Shauna because she killed Van? Like, there is so much still here to be unraveled, and I think Shauna is such a good key to both storylines. I know she may be frustrating. I think she is a despicable character, but I love her. Like, I love watching Shauna do it. And that's just good TV. That is good villainy. That's why people have loved the Joker. That's why people like so many of these kind of, a Breaking Bad is another good example. That's why these things are popular, because sometimes following a bad person be bad is a joy. It's a fun, campy time. And I think like Sophie and Melanie are both doing great bringing Shauna to life. Does she make me angry every episode? Yes. I'm never going to blame the actress. That is nothing on her. She's delivering exactly what she needs to. I just love the Shauna character, and I love that right now looking at it's truly, where do we go with her? Is she going to be this evil dictator, even more so in the past storyline? How is that going to reflect the present storyline with her, her rise-ish to power in the past storyline, and now her trying to gain that power in the present day? She has no family. She has nobody here. That is the most dangerous thing ever. There's a saying, I don't know exactly, I'm going to paraphrase it, but like, only after you've lost everything, it's like you're free to do anything. Like, she is going to just be this wackadoo woman, and I hope, is she going to hunt down all of our Yellowjackets? I think that's really interesting. I think we have somewhere for her to go. I definitely think Callie, this is my theory for the Shauna section, I think Callie's going to be the one to kill her mom. I know, bold choice, bold prediction, but I really think that could lead to something scandalous on the show. I mean, Callie has been built up as a murderer now with what she did with Lottie, and we keep having every character go, ooh, you're just like your mom. Yeah, I think she's going to be, and I think Jeff is going to feel shook by that. Maybe we kill Jeff. And I like Jeff. Jeff makes me laugh, but, I just think there's interesting ways we could take it. Callie taking down her mom could be one of the craziest things. We think the Yellowjackets are going to be the one to do it, and we know who fires the gun, who shot JR. It's going to be Callie, and I cannot wait for that. I think that would truly be a defining moment in the present day story. We'll give Shauna a complete arc. If you're a Shauna hater, she could be out there show for you. There's a lot that could still be done here, and I'm just really impressed with how the story has moved forward and how it's made Shauna this wild character that we love to see. We hate to see, but we love to see as well. One of the next questions I have is there any other Yellowjackets alive? What are we going to do with it? What is the rescue situation going to be like by the time we get these girls up out the woods, these girls and Travis? What's going to happen with them? What is going to be the head count? Like, I am confused because this whole season, I know if you guys are really into the online world of Yellowjackets, there was a older black woman cast on the show, or possibly cast. We've heard people say, oh, she's just always on set. Oh, she just does this. But my girl looks like adult Akilah. Y'all could say it's not. The production can lie. All these cast and crew. She looks like adult Akilah. is Akila still alive? Like, she's going to be an interesting part because we know now Melissa's alive. So what we thought was our core Yellow Jackets with Lottie, Van, Ty, and Shauna still being alive, and Misty, now we lost two. Are we going to replace them? Are we going to get more? Like, it's crazy because I'm confused on the head count. They've never made it clear how many exactly made it out. Like, and who snuck out, did maybe, let's say, a theory. Let's say Travis and Akila try to do another escape, or Akila and another one of the girls. And we think they're dead because they've just disappeared, but they haven't. And then they show up in the adult storyline. Like, there is so much ways we can go with it. What do you think is going to be? Like, we kind of thought Mari was going to be maybe able to get out of the situation, but, like, I want to know what other girls can have made it out of here. We have, like, Jen, I believe her name is, and we have another girl as well. Like, I'm sure we're going to see next season another girl in the background. They're like, well, she's always been there. I'm like squinting, like, oh, she was the vague shadowy figure in the background of that last episode in a blurry, like, depth of field shot. Like, sure, yeah, great, have more Yellow Jackets pop up. But yeah, who do you think is going to pop up in the present day story? Is there any more Yellow Jackets alive? What are your theories on that? Because I would like to see an adult Akila. I want my girl Akila to make up out that wilderness. If she dies next season, I will be so angry. That's one of the few things that I feel like we can't end with season 3. As much as I thought season 3's ending was a decent finale, we still don't know what happens to a lot of these people. Like, I'm gonna assume some of them are gonna die, especially with Shauna's mutiny. Like, Hannah's gone. Hannah is going to get eaten. Hannah is gone by next season. So I'm curious on that, but, like, who else is going to be here? What other Yellow Jackets remain? What Yellow Jacket that has not been confirmed in the present day story would you love to see there? I'm curious. I want to see more. I think the adult storylines definitely need some more characters. Nobody like Walter. I don't need another Walter. Send that boy away. I love Elijah Wood. Let him go film Ready or Not, Here I Come with Sarah Michelle Gellar. By the way, if you guys are horror fans, Catherine Newton, Samara Weaving, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Elijah Wood, David Cronenberg in a Ready or Not sequel, my goodness, that's going to be a banger. Anyways, getting back to Yellow Jackets, yeah, I want to see the characters like Walter. I would love to see Jeff. Men, I want to see the men out of the show. Goodbye, men. Give me all women on Yellow Jackets. That's what I signed up for. That's what I need. That's what I want. Who are your theories on what Yellow Jackets are still alive? If there's going to be anyone else, I want to know who you think. My number one pick, give me an adult Akila. I want that so bad. So lastly, with Nat making the call, getting that vague, I hear you. What is going to be the rescue situation? Do they get rescued in season 4? If we go on the early stuff of 5 seasons, what is going to be the rescue situation? I feel like, and this could be so cruel and make this show just an extra layer of, what if Nat got a hold of somebody who is not good? We've run into people now with, Cody and Hannah and Edgar, that one guy who died in 2 seconds. We had these people stumble onto the camps. We had them introduced to our Yellow Jackets, and they weren't these evil people. It's not like they ran into a Jeffrey Dahmer, a wild woods man that's going to eat them. What happens if they do? What if the person that gets Nat's call isn't good? Which I think, hear me out, would only extend season 3 or season 4 a little bit. We don't get the rescue right away. Nat gets a call. He's like, oh, I'm looking for you. They're trying to do signals halfway through the season. He shows up and he is crazy. He is like crazy eating the girls, and it's just a whole new level. We think Shauna's the big bad. Shauna's like, I'm the queen of everything, and we meet someone bigger and badder than her. That could be really interesting. Like, I think that could help extend the season, because what happens? Are they going to get rescued halfway through season 4? We're going to extend the whole rescue all through season 4 without just anything in the way. And then what do we do for season 5 if they get rescued? Then what is the 5th season with the younger story? Do we see them kind of adjusting to the real world? That could be interesting. There could be something with the Yellow Jackets living in society fresh out of the woods. I think that could be an interesting, a place to take the story. We could have the college years or something like that. We could definitely do something with them out of there, but I'm not ready to see them leave the wilderness yet. There's still more things to be done. And again, I think Nat getting a call or somebody stumbling onto the camp again and not being good, because Cody and Hannah and all them, Hannah has her own issues, but these people weren't evil people who landed on them. They were just kind of, they stumbled upon these girls in the middle of a ritual, and oh boy, what happens though if that scenario twist and someone evil or someone bigger and badder comes to the camp? I think that could be really interesting and really send the story just push it, extend it, just push it down a little bit more. Let us have more time to breathe in the wilderness. Because like I said, what happens? Nat gets the call. She's going to have some issues with Shauna for the first couple episodes. We're waiting for the people to come. Hey, I'm here. This is my location. Come get us. And then they get rescued. Sure, fine. I don't think it's going to be a horrible idea, but where do we go? What is the idea? What is the rescue scenario? What do you all think is going to be the timeline for the rescue? Do we see it in season 4? Do they extend it to the rumored season 5? What are we going to do? And who was Natalie talking to? Who do you think Nat was talking to? Was that going to be a friend or foe? Is that going to be someone to help them or hurt them? I am very curious of where we go with the rescue situation, because I don't expect it to be clean. We still got a couple people to go. If like I just said, if Akila, Jen, and all these girls ain't going to be around, then we have to see them die. So we still have a lot of things to do. We still have a lot of time to kill, and I'm curious of how we spend that time. And I want to know what you guys want to see with that time. Do you want to see a rescue in the beginning of season 4, the end of season 4, the middle, or just save that for season 5? I want to know your feelings, because I'm confused. I can see the good paths for everything there. Well, everyone, that is it for my predictions and my theories on Yellowjackets Season 4. I had a great time bringing this show back up. I wasn't ready to say goodbye, mostly because I like the views that Yellowjackets brought me. Speaking of that, guys, if you did not see my breakdown of the 2000 MTV Movie Awards, I know that it's not for everybody, but truly, go watch it. I spent a lot of time making that video, and I'm so proud of it. It is so much fun. If you guys want a nostalgic trip back to the year 2000, I know all of you do, the Yellowjackets fans, most of us are millennials. Go back and check out that video. You guys can check it out up here, probably right on that section. Click it, give me the view, give me the like. It would mean the world to me, and I want to know your feelings for Yellowjackets Season 3, and what do you want to see for Season 4? Yellowjackets, what a good time we had together. I spent like 10 weeks with you all just diving into this crazy show. It was well worth it. It was such a good time meeting all my Yellowjackets, meeting this fandom, getting to know all of our feelings, getting to have the hate and the love that we went through. What a weird time it was. But what do you all want to see for Season 4? Let me know down in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, because YouTube takes those way too seriously. And let's talk about our predictions right down below.